Hello everyone, my name is Sweet and welcome back to the first tree, episode 4. So we just heard oh, this is beautiful, in the last episode that we got some huge information. Joseph's dad is dead, and now the female character is talking about her mother. So I wonder if we're gonna switch over to her story now, because Joseph didn't really want to talk anymore about his story. But this is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. But I guess we have to go to this doe. I think it's a doe. It looks like it at least. We're getting closer. Oh, it's cute. Reminds me of Harry Potter. Hey, you.
You know what it's like not to have a mom at home. And you know how hard that made my childhood.
Oh, origami.
What helped me was watching the birds in the morning before the school bus came. I thought that my mother was one of those birds, and it made me want to be free like her. My mom taught me how to fold origami cranes while she was in the hospital. So I told myself I would fold one every day until I could fly myself.
Oh. So her mom died too. Come back.
I think we both have always loved animals. And for me, that love started with a dog. Sometimes this Rottweiler would come up to our property line and wait at the fence for me, but only once in a while. I was sure to check every day immediately after school, and it usually ended in disappointment. I would even steal money from my passed-out dad just so I could buy these off-brand dog biscuits. Even when she did stop by, she never went beyond the fence. Why was she so scared?
Oh, here you go. This is cool too. Now we're gonna have a different kind of gameplay, right? Because we are changing this deer instead of going and digging clues up. So that is very cool. I like that. And it's pretty beautiful. I like that though.
I think my dad was the opposite of your dad in almost every way. Except he was in the military as well. He coped with alcohol of every kind. The trailer started falling apart, he got angry, and I withdrew. More and more I became the weird, quiet kid who made lots of origami birds and carried dog biscuits around. I think we were pretty similar when it came to being the weird kids. And that same sincerity in college was one of the reasons I was so drawn to you.
He said also before, she said something, I drew. Okay, I guess you can say that, but he said more. Before Joseph said something like, before, he said something happened and the more I drew. I don't know, it's just, it sounded weird because I want to say I draw. I was drawing, I draw, I don't know. No, it is, I guess they're correct. I don't know. Something was just off with that.
Life got worse and worse. And at one point, I really didn't think I could survive another day with my soul still intact. I had no real friends, let alone neighbors, since we lived in the middle of nowhere. I should have talked to my teacher, but I was scared what he would do if he found out. As I waited for the school bus one morning, I walked around until I found something in an abandoned shed. Something I can't put into words.
What is this, a door? Could be. No, but I think that I drew. It just sounds weird. Like, I drew a lot. I draw a lot, because that's present tense, and they're talking about the past, so I would probably say I was drawing, but you can say drew too. It's correct, it's just me being weird. Don't listen to me, I'm crazy.
I summoned courage I didn't know I had, and I broke into my dad's room and found the key to the shed where he had locked my bike. I'll never forget that feeling. of the wind rushing by my ears as the sun rose over fields of wheat. I was flying for the first time. I biked as far as my legs could take me until I found a house that felt friendly, and that felt like home. Those strangers helped me in so many ways. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have found my foster family. And if it wasn't for my parents, I wouldn't have met you.
Very interesting. This is very bright. Come back. Oh my goodness. Come back, dear.
You have strength, Joseph, and you're not as alone as you think.
It's all just so pointless. Just waiting for life to happen. It's like having the home I always wanted is cursed out of my reach. The thought of being a parent myself. How could I do that when I couldn't even be a good son? I'm sorry. I know what you're saying. I just don't know how things will work out. These quiet hours will turn into years. We'll wonder which roads passed us by.
Then we'll forge a new road together. Besides, I discovered for myself that one fateful morning where any hopeful road leads to. There may be thorns and mist, but it always leads to the same thing.
And what's that?
Family.
I'm so glad that you're part of my family, Rachel.
Whoa.
And I'm glad you're part of mine.
Hello. Aren't you a cutie? Oh my god, babies! Can I ride this one? Come on. No, I'm sorry. Alright, I'm sorry, sir. I'll just continue looking here. Good, there's a lot of bugs here. Is that normal? I don't know. If it's not season, I guess they wouldn't be fighting, but normally wouldn't they be fighting a lot? Maybe. I can run on water. But wow, these are pretty. I like them. I wish I could ride them, but no, okay. I'll just be on my way then. So now, I don't know, is he upset because he can't have children? Or is he having issues because he wants to be a parent, but he's conflicted about it because he was such a bad son, and now his dad is dead? I don't know. We'll see. I think we'll get more information, otherwise I'll sue them. And no. Oh my god, these sounds of these creatures are so... Oh well, I'll continue up this path. I might have missed something on when we were walking up here on each side, but you know. The story was so compelling, saying, what does that road lead to? And I had to see what it led to. And it led to a bunch of deers. So now we'll run. We'll run. What is the wolf though? I want to know what the wolf is. If the wolf is anything. It was very cute, that's what it was. Whee! Go fox, go! Ooh. This fox is like so powerful, it can survive any fall from any height. And there we go! Curtain closed. That was a short level. So I think we're gonna expand and do a bit of this next level too. It's raining, I don't like it.
The fox knew her last cub would be waiting for her at the first tree. She was almost there. The rain cascaded onto the jade valley where the entrance to the tree was. Life was protected there, because that's where life began. It was now only a mother and a daughter left. Items from my life still dotted the ground as she moved closer to her destination, and destiny.
Destiny. So I'm looking for my little girl. Everybody else is dead. Wonder if I will find them. Can I reach? Yeah. Thank you. Can I reach? Yeah. Almost 100, 100, 100, 100. This one will be the 100th one. Whoa, is that the house up there? Oh, 100 stars! Oh, memory, memory. Turn, turn. Alright, let's go, let's go. Come on, come on, come on, Foxy. You can do it, Foxy. Put your butt into it. No, we're sliding. Alright, come here. Put your furry butt into it. Alright. Up we go, up we go, up we go. Scratch this.
At the end of high school, I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time. Drive. I looked into the best architecture schools on the West Coast, then got a dose of reality when looking at other students' portfolios and the high cost of tuition. I still wanted to be something, to be the next Alvaro Siza, and to make those thousands of sketches worth something in my grand history. But now even an internship sounded impossible. Siza helped me understand how essential emotion is in architecture, and he also said light is the real composer of space. I like to think these glints of light, like not finding a job, or even a strange dream about a fox, are something I should be thankful for, even if the illuminated space is something I'm less than comfortable with.
Interesting. I can only imagine. I can relate to like education costs. If you think your life is hard now, if you're in like school, or if you're in high school, or if you're even at college, you think it's hard now, just wait. It's only gonna get harder from this point on. It's hard all the way through, so you better get used to it. That's the best advice I can give you. Brace yourself, and then you will not be surprised when it hits, and it hits hard. If you already know, then you already know, and you can relate to what I'm talking about. If you don't know, now you know. So be prepared. It's gonna be a long journey, a long ride. Let's dig.
My dad was super supportive with my college plans. To a point. Things were okay until this terrible accident happened. I guess a forklift flipped over due to a bad axle, and it crushed one of the workers there. My dad didn't eat for days, even though he wasn't directly involved. It devastated him. Not only did it hurt the business, but it just freaked him out. He would talk in his sleep, muttering things about firing people and saying sorry. One fateful day he approached me, said that since my school search wasn't going well, I should finally be a man and take over the family business. He said one day he was going to die, and that all of his work, sacrifice, and even that man's life would be wasted in vain. I just lost it. Teenage me just exploded at the thought. I screwed up. I said things I shouldn't have. He was having a crisis, and I pretty much spit in his face.
You can't think like that. I mean, if you think like that every time, like, you're gonna have a really sad life. If as soon as you lose somebody, or if you lose contact with somebody, you think about all the things you could have done and all the things you shouldn't have done, you're gonna end up with a really, really sad and miserable life, because you're just gonna think about all the things you could have changed and all the things you could have done differently. Because there is a lot in every person's life. There are regrets in every person's life. Even people that say, I have no regrets, they will have regrets. Because that's just part of being human. So if you go and think too much about, this looks trashed as hell, everything you have done is terrible, and how much you wish you could have changed it, you're gonna kill yourself. You're gonna tire yourself out with that. So if you regret something, I suggest that you go and fix it. And if you can't fix it, then the only thing you can do is let it go. If the person is dead, like his father, the only one he's torturing is himself, right? His dad can't hear him anymore, so why would he do this? I mean, he thinks that he's doing himself or his dad a justice by torturing himself because he thinks he deserves it, but he doesn't. I mean, there's no point to it because he's gone. His dad is just gone. Oh, this is the one. Oh, let's get away from that. Just imagine that falling onto you and crushing you. That's terrible. Imagine that. I already said that, but oh my god. Even if you got those forks in his body, that's a slow death. Or, you know, slower than if it just crushed you, right? You can still see like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. And then you die. Ugh, creepy. Alright, we're gonna take these if I can, and then we're gonna take that. So let's just jump. I think that's his house up there. I think we're close to the end, really. Okay, I'm not gonna take this yet. I'm just gonna dig first. And then I'm gonna try jumping for those. Let me dig, let me dig, let me dig. Oh, that's more here.
Was that the last time you talked to him?
No, I called on holidays.
Excavator.
And he would call on my birthday. I guess we acted like nothing ever happened, which was stupid. Didn't want to ask about his lumberyard, and I'm sure he didn't want to ask about my job search.
Picture of them.
I never went back and visited. I think the last conversation we had was about what movies we had seen and what exactly a best boy is in the credits. I thought he would be here so much longer.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, come here. Alright, there we go. What's that? It's just a bush. Easy. I looked at it before and it freaked me out, but it's just a bush over there in the right side. The purple stuff. I was like, ugh, but it's okay. It's just a bush. It's just a little bush. There we go. Okay, this does look like a weird big tree, so let's see. I think maybe I can hope so, because I want to find my cup. I want to find my daughter, my little baby, which probably is dead too. I knew it! Freaking knew it. I can't move.
In the distance, the first tree illuminated the wasteland. She couldn't go home anymore. She did the only thing she was capable of. Moving forward.
But my baby!
My dad died alone in the middle of the wilderness. I should have been talking to him more.
Can't see anything.
I should have done a lot of things differently.
If the first tree on Earth brought life with it, if it taught the birds to sing and fly and showed saplings how to grow, what could it do for us?
I'm so freaking depressed right now. Poor Foxy. What about the wolf? I don't know about the wolf. And it gotta have meaning, because is death? Is the wolf just death?
There was a letter I received yesterday from a name I didn't recognize, with a quote I can't stop thinking about. Death is not the opposite of life, but a part of it. More and more, I'm realizing one important truth. Each of us have our own journey to the first tree. But sometimes I'm not sure I'm ready to take that first step.
You already have my love.
Tree! First of its kind. It's ginormous. Do we even have this huge trees today? I'm moving more slower now. I'm barely moving. It's okay, you can do it. Just keep going. Keep going. What is this? Oh. What the What? What can I really type something? Will this get to the developer? This is weird. What? I mean, what am I supposed to say? What would you say? I wouldn't say anything because they're dead. I used my things on it? Yeah, I'll just use this. I think we're done with the game. What? Did I die?
I guess her journey was over. But I have no idea. It was only a dream. A distraction from tomorrow.
I don't think dreams normally bring back to memory so many important feelings. Maybe it was just a dream, but it was also a gift.
Yeah, I suppose. But tomorrow we're getting on a plane to the last place on Earth I want to be. The only person that would have made the trip worth it is gone.
You're going to see him and be with him one last time before you say goodbye. I have one last quote for you by Emerson, sealed in an imaginary letter from me to you. It is the secret of the world that all things subsist and do not die, but only retire a little from sight and afterward return again. Go to sleep, my love. We have a big day tomorrow, but I'll be there with you every step of the way.
Thank you. Thanks for listening. Good night, Rachel.
Rachel.
Good night, Joseph.
Joseph. What are you loading? Are you loading the credits? If you're loading the credits, then that's that's too bad. Credits. Sorry. 6 months later. Oh my god. I'm scared. Where am I? Where am I? What's going on? I thought we were over. I thought we were done. What is going? Oh my god, I'm a person. There's a deer freaking looking at me. Oh, it's a painting. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. But actually, I'm out of time right now, so I will save this for the last episode. And then I will also include my review in that last episode, depending on how much is left of this. I don't know what this is really, but we'll see in the next episode. I hope I'll see you there, and thank you so much for watching so long.